and what is? This is Kirby here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another episode of Shin Hayarigami 2, Chapter 4, SENA'S Perspective Side. I'm once again here with my guest Cobramical.
Hello everybody and welcome back.
So last time we left off, we had just finished our girls' perspective side where we were still in the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot, and then in the end we confronted Godzilla, literally. And then at the end, we saw our main villain of the game, the Blonde Prince, with a little girl named Lise. And they were standing watching the whole scenery. And then in the end, he used the little girl to turn back time. And we literally went back in time. And then our girl and Sena were back in the beginning. And when the chief director had mentioned about the recreational trip, they don't remember what exactly happened. But they had a feeling like something was off, and in the end they decided to pussy out and just not go to the trip and just forget the whole thing, which is kind of disappointing because they literally had revealed that there was about the organization and the plans and why the chief director had brought them there in the first place and all of that. And but you know, it's still going to be revealed in chapter 5 by some other characters, so anyways, but I feel like this whole trip felt like it was for nothing a bit. So I mean, that's how I feel, like it was all for nothing.
Yeah, like all the information they learned was all forgotten, except for us, of course.
Except for us, the audience.
We were to reset.
Yeah, and so now we were starting with Sena's perspective, where after he had parted ways with our girl, in his perspective he was focusing more on the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot rather than a terrorist attack, until he met up with James, which for some reason this time around he's naked, almost naked, with his underwear for some reason,
and he was just flexing everything.
For some reason, I don't know why, and it was such a goofy moment, and we performed our liar's art to him as Sena.
Liar's art.
And Sena never wants to perform liar's art again, but it was
leave it to the pros.
It was quite something. And so in the end, after James had revealed the truth and all of that, the same truth that our girl had, James this time around asked Sena to leave the room, and Sena doesn't want to leave the room, and so now they're going to probably fight now again to stay in the room. So anyways, that is pretty much what's been going on right now. You ready for this?
Let's see.
Fine. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and let's get to it.
Let's get
okay.
To it. First line, go.
Okay, James laughs using that same fake smile from before. I'm not a brat who's going to fall for a cheap provocation. He's dressed in a silly manner, but the atmosphere is completely different now. The cold glint in the depth of his eyes. I've seen it before. There's no doubt about it. It's a murderous intent. So he's going to try to get rid of me, even if it means killing me. How interesting. As a police officer, it's not good to have the intention to kill, but even so, it seems dangerous if he has the intention to destroy. Once again, I have prepared myself and wait for James to give me an opportunity. I have to be careful with my breathing. As long as I'm breathing, then it shouldn't be a problem. A person cannot perform a proper attack while inhaling. When attacking, one must be either holding your breath or exhaling. If it's a no-rules fight, I won't lose. You better be prepared to lose a few eardrums, old man.
The phantom phone again?
Is he really giving me that "you look like you've seen a ghost" look? If you let your guard down, you'll be yelling "one hit!" Ignore, completely ignore. If I lose concentration, I'll be 100% defeated.
Was that like the other one calling him at some point? I don't remember.
You'll see what's gonna happen. Damn, it's intriguing. But let's not let the attention get to me. If we keep staring at each other, my chance will come. For some unknown reason, James distracted. Now, let's go! I kicked the floor with force, but James puts both hands up to stop me. Wait! Doesn't that bother you? Could you just pick it up or hang it up? What was that? Oh, it's ringing. Sorry, 1 second. James shrugs instead of replying. I take out my phone and look at the screen. Huh? The hell's this? The caller ID says it's anonymous. Understandable. The problem is that the signal is set to 0. Even though there's no signal, the call is coming in. Could it be that? Is this a cursed call that can kill you in 7 days after receiving it? A woman with long hair and white clothes comes out of the well and attacks you? No, wasn't the cursed video again with the Ringu? Next. Or it started with, I'm Rina, I'm in front of your house right now. And with each phone call, she would come closer and closer. In the end, it ends with something like, I'm Rina, I'm behind you now. Is it a creeper? Please spare me an invisible stalker. Hey, hurry up! Shut up! I'm just about to pick it up! It's a strange call, but it would be silly to hang up now. A man can't be nervous over a phone call. Oh well, let's just go for it. Moshi mosh.
Mushy mush.
Come now, Sena. You shouldn't make a woman wait that long. That's our professor.
Professor.
Yeah, she has psychic powers. What the? Is it you, Professor? I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. What a wonderful greeting. I'm a bit busy right now. Is there something you need? Hey, have you met any muscular Americans? Yeah, he's right in front of me, exuding murderous intent from his briefcase. How do you know? Do you have like X-ray visions, you witch? I was listening. They call her a witch because she has psychic powers, like literal.
You witch.
She's 37 years old, but she looks very young and she's a hot woman and she has psychic powers, and they call her the witch of forensics because she can see through people and like almost reading their minds in that sense.
Oh no.
I'll leave that to your imagination, but could you please let me speak with him for a moment? We're old acquaintances.
Oh no.
Well, the 0 signal incoming call is also a mystery, but this woman is full of mysteries. Whatever, there's no point in worrying about it. Hey, she wants to speak with you. Next. James gives me a puzzled look. That's understandable. James, still looking skeptical, picks up the phone and holds it suspiciously to his ear. Who's this? Looks like that's the end of the actual Japanese language. Are you kidding me? I don't understand English at all, but I bet he says something like, seriously? James' expression changes from surprise to terrified. Yeah, a lot of people are afraid of her too. James seems to desperately try to make an excuse to the professor on the other end. They're chattering away, talking about this and that. Ada no koda no nantara kantara kaku kaku shikaji ka. Natty might have been able to hear what they were saying, but I can't expect that from her. She would have given up. James seems to be refusing, but in the end, his persistence seems to have failed. There's even a sense of defeat in the air. James stands tall, like a new recruit, and gives a deep bow to the professor on the other end of the phone. Yes, ma'am! Oh no! Sir! Yes, sir! James hangs the phone, stammering. The battle-hardened warrior who was so confident for a moment ago has already vanished somewhere. James, who's boasted a strong physique, for some reason looks small. James hands me back the phone, his huge body shaking as if he's handing me an evil curse item. The thing is, Professor Kisaragi has psychic powers with it because she's a shrine maiden as well.
Oh.
She knows a lot about science and the occult. And I guess she's like she must have some kind of scary spirit power because there are some people who know about it and they're scared of her. and
James apparently knows what it is.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You done talking? Seems like you were clumsy right up in the end, though. Oh, I just said yes, ma'am, without thinking. She's always maintained that fact that she's eternally 18. She doesn't like to be called ma'am. You've really put me through such a terrible experience. Your boss never told me she was in G Prefecture! I don't really know what's going on, but James glares at me resentfully. Hey, don't be mad at me. Besides, just because the professor's in G Prefecture doesn't mean you, the CIA, will have any problems, right? James looks away, his face turning pale. You don't understand anything. You don't know how terrifying that witch is. Hers? By all appearances, James is completely scared. The professor must have done something scary to be feared by the CIA. He's so flustered, I thought about just leaving him alone for a while, but James recovered surprisingly quick. Very well. A promise is a promise. I'll let you see part of the truth. So, is this part of the truth, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot? As a thanks for upsetting me, I'll show you something more interesting. No, I want to see the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot. No. No, I want to see the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot. No! I want to see the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot. Gosh, shut up! Are you this big of a brat? Give up on the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot! This may not be robotic, but I promise it'll be more thrilling and exciting experience. Oh, for sure. A more thrilling and exciting experience than the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot? Sounds intriguing. I'm getting excited myself.
Oh, you're gonna regret it.
Close your eyes. Huh?
Oh no. You gotta go with the same thing as before.
I'm telling you, close your eyes. Closing my eyes in this space, with someone who I had been prepared to fight to death just a moment ago, was a tantamount into unaliving. What's more, closing my eyes and being defenseless in front of a muscular man in briefs is way too dangerous. That's insane! What's the matter? Scared? Is he being stupid? Of course it's scary, but the fear he's talking about isn't the same fear I'm afraid of. We're thinking of completely different things.
Oh no.
This isn't a question of courage anymore. It's just something I simply can't do. However, if I don't close my eyes now, I won't gain anything from this. Oh, well, whatever. I have the guts. I just need to show them. Okay, time to close my eyes. I seal myself and close my eyes tightly. Nice one. I like you, kamikaze boy. No wonder the witch is so fond of you. Even if you praise me, don't get any weird ideas. Even if my eyes are closed, my mind's wide open! What are you worried about at this stage? Alright, let's get started. What is he doing? As soon as I had thought about it, something strange starts to happen. My eardrums started trembling. Oh. It's like a piercing sound to my ears. I heard a sharp ringing in my ears. The sound was getting louder and louder. What is this? Keep your eyes closed! I'm warning you! The ringing in my ear suddenly turns into an even more unpleasant sound. A buzzing sound like the buzzing of a fly. It even shone a pale blue light. Even with my eyes closed, I could see the dazzling light. It seems to be flashing violently here and there. What the hell's going on? I want to see what the hell's going on. No. Once a man has decided, it goes against my principles to back out easily. But I want to see it. I really want to see it. Choice. Don't look. Peek secretly, the first one.
Peek secretly. If we peek, we died.
I think. I'm not sure. I won't look. That's right. It's a decision a man must make. I won't give in to temptation. I am AIZEN! Finally, the pale lights disappear and the ringing in my ears has stopped. Come to think of it, I couldn't feel James's presence anymore.
Oh no, where'd he go?
Hey, James? Can I open my eyes now? There's no response from James. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it feels like my voice reverberates have changed. You okay there? I'm going to open my eyes now. Cautiously. I'm not being afraid or anything, just being cautious. Anyways, I slowly open my eyes. Sure enough, James is nowhere to be seen. This is not the same control room we were in earlier.
But where are we now?
Somewhere. Ooh. What can I say? It's the kind of room where smart-looking people in white coats seem to be conducting experiments or research. What on earth is going on here? Is this a trick? Or magic? The atmosphere of the equipment has also changed completely. It's equipment you find at hospitals like a CT scan or a dialysis machine. Monitors and devices are hanging from the high ceiling. It was the kind of grand equipment you see in a science fiction movie. Even to the untrained eye, it's clear that it's top quality and state-of-the-art equipment. Not only the facilities, but the room itself is neat and shining white. It does give off a hospital-like impression. This is what it means to feel like when you're tricked. I can't comprehend the situation at all. It was as if I had teleported, and while I had my eyes closed, I had been transported to a completely different place. Is there a place like this somewhere in the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building? Or is this a completely separate facility? Now that I think about it, it's a completely different place. And yet, I felt like I've been here before. Could it be Roswell or Area 51? Damn, I don't have a passport. If I were in a foreign country, I wouldn't have had anything to say if I bump into someone. Even if I say I'm stranded here, it would probably be pointless. I mean, how am I supposed to get back home now? Well, there's no point in thinking about things you can't understand. It's clearly 200% waste of time. It would be fine if I could solve the problem by thinking or worrying about it, but the human brain has limits. If there's a question for which I cannot find an answer, don't even think about it. Don't worry. I believe that there is a noble way to live. Okay, since it's come to this, I guess I'll have as much fun as I can. I'll show them how thrilling and exciting this experience will be. And as soon as I take a step, I step on something. It feels slimy and unpleasant. There's no way someone made a number 2 in a place like this. I don't really want to check. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh no.
But it may provide a clue as to where this place is. I guess I can just ignore my feet like this. Look at what's happening.
What?
Whoa! What is this? Do you remember when James said in the last episode about something about the the skin falling off the skeletal suit or something?
Yeah.
Well, he removed his skin.
Well, where'd he go then?
The real James?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he went back because he encountered a girl who was after all of this. Mm-hmm. And dressed up as a new James.
Oh.
Whoa, what is this?
Maybe if I just the person's skin right there entirety. That would be so
It kind of reminds me of Space Jam when the fat dude just got squashed up.
Yeah.
Next. I couldn't help but scream like a detective who's been shot in the stomach. There's a shriveled, flesh-colored object in a familiar pair of white briefs. I don't want to imagine it, but it looks like an empty shell of someone. James's skin? What does this mean? If this is an empty shell, then where's the inside? But thinking about it won't give me an answer, so the only thing I can do now is move forward. Keep going until I find the answers. 10 minutes later.
We went insane.
It's just another ordinary passage. There are things I wish weren't there, and things I wish were there. What I wish that weren't here were crossroads, and what I wish is for a window. And of course, there's nothing thrilling or exciting about this. I did some research, but all the places look the same. A laboratory with all sorts of things inside, a laboratory with nothing in it, a production line of some kind, a crossroad, a straight corridor, a corridor that turns right then left. But it's the same as before. Only a location has changed. Damn! If this is how things were going to go, I should have stayed and witnessed the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot! But even if I complain, nothing's going to change. Let's move on to the next thing. It's a bathroom. It's an empty space and it looks like it could be used for a 3-on-3 game, but a bathroom is a bathroom. It looks like there could be people here. Obviously computer control. I thought it was an unarmed facility, but it seems that's not the case. Of course, it would be a different story if a cutting-edge industrial robot came to life. There are several production lines making various parts, but all the work's been done by robotic arms. There were industrial robots in other places too, but no people to be seen. But still, America, so spacious. He thinks he's in America. I don't even know if I'm in America or not.
Man, we don't know where we are anymore.
No. Most of the labs were similar, but there's one that's different. There's countless of IV-like bags hanging from the ceiling. Are those clones?
Oh no, I can't see. I mean, you can barely tell what they are.
Maybe. What is this?
What is it?
There's something inside the bags hanging down like bells. Whatever is in there, it's immersed in the aqueous solution, and they look familiar. This is an organ? Kidneys, livers, pancreas? I don't know what organ this is, but it's an organ for sure. They say they use pig organs or some kind of transplant, but this is probably a human organ. Could this be an organ factory? I'm no expert in urban legends, but I do know of one, of course, where a child was kidnapped at a certain theme park for a purpose of having his organs harvested. Due to the size issue, the child's organs can only be transplanted into other children, so they kidnap children, raise them to adulthood, and then take them. The places where they raise these children are called organ factories. There are also quite a few urban legends involving organs, such as growing human organs inside animals or create clone humans to have spare organs. I don't know whether these organs here are made from scratch or taken from someone, but they seem more like they're being cultivated and preserved. Even so, human organs aren't the kind of thing you want to take home as a souvenir. Certainly this is a thrilling moment, not that I was hoping for it though. But this seems like a promising development. I like something exciting next time. Here we are! Look at the glass!
No.
It seems my wish has been granted. As after passing through several rooms and corridors, I came upon a room that was a little different from the ones I've seen before.
And then it's not just one. There's 4 of them.
There's
well, more than just one.
Yeah. Next,
It's gonna be a nightmare.
it's a large circular room with high ceiling. 12 exhibits are lined up along the circular wall like a clock.
Oh no.
For a moment it reminded me of a museum I used to go as a kid, but the things that were on display were out of the ordinary. No matter how I look at it, that's an old lady. 12 old ladies dressed in colorful kimonos all lined up. I didn't expect anything exciting to happen, but I decided to approach the case near the entrance. Inside is a gold woman wearing a golden kimono. It's probably fake, as it is securely displayed in an acrylic case, but it's so elaborately made that it's kinda creepy. Even every wrinkle is recreated, making it look so real. What are they planning to do with something like this? Are they planning to sell it to some fanatic? Suddenly, I noticed a metal label embedded in the concrete base on the acrylic case. The label says, Turb BB Extreme Specification. Turb BB? Or Turbo BB? What's that? What does it mean with extreme specs? An old hag is an old hag. Just when I spat out those words,
Uh-oh.
there's the sound of something moving.
Oh no.
What the hell? I spoke and turned around, but there's no reply. I don't see anyone around either. Was it just my imagination? If there's no one here, then what was that sound? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Next.
It's the sound of bones cracking and moving.
It's It
looks right.
I look at the old woman in the acrylic case again, an indescribable sense of anxiety slowly taking over my heart. No, that's not possible. It's impossible. No matter how I look at this thing is a fake. Freaking old hag.
Oh my god.
In that moment, the old woman opens her eyes wide.
They're so scary.
Something breaks through the acrylic glass and approaches right off my nose with a piercing force.
Uh-oh.
I reflexively pulled away and ran away for the something, but not only I was completely taken aback, I was completely knocked out right to the knees. But that's not possible, is it? Something breaks out through the glass and approaches me. It was an old woman with thin arms, which I thought she was a fake!
The horror!
My mouth's moving, but no words are coming out. Yeah! With a demonic look on her face, she lets out a wild cry. The old woman was pounding her arms out of the case in the air. I hear the sound of glass shattering from somewhere, and there's something casting a shadow over my body. The shadow grows bigger and bigger. I quickly hit the concrete base and force my feet to move, sliding across the floor while still lying down. A black shadow falls with great force to the spot where I had just been standing moments ago. The impact caused the floor to crack radially. Ah!
Oh my goodness.
The thing that fell there is an old woman wearing a light blue kimono.
Oh no!
Yeah! The thing that fell there. The old woman's eyes were bloodshot, and she screams and she struggles desperately to pull herself out of there. Wooden legs stuck onto the floor up to her knees. I kept facing forward, but out of the corner of my eye, I saw arms popping out of the corner of the other cases, one after the other. The sound of the cases continued to break. I don't feel like checking anymore, but there's no doubt that the other old ladies are starting to move. No matter how I look at this, these old ladies are not normal. There's no way old ladies can break through thick acrylic cases with their bare hands or make the floor collapse. I'm fairly well liked by animals and old people, but I absolutely refuse to be jumped on, hugged, or even trampled!
Yeah, not by these grannies.
No. Hey! All people should be kind to the young! With some incomprehensible words, I roused myself, somehow managing to get to my feet and run on my knees, still smiling. In that moment, something passed by beside me with the force of an arrow.
Oh no.
Another old woman came flying, grazing my body, and with that momentum crashes with the other old woman who was stuck on the floor. They stumbled, falling on the ground. I need to get out of here quickly, or else things will get bad. The other old ladies are clearly targeting me. Without even looking back, I run and deliver a flying kick to the door's passageway. Oh, we're back here! Ah!
It's still in the building, just somewhere else, I guess?
Yeah.
Weird.
I sprint down the hallway. I didn't have time to look back. I could hear multiple footsteps following me. It's those old ladies. How fast can a human run? If you're a sprinter, can you hit 35 kilometers per hour? For a long distance runner, it's around 20 kilometers. I do believe that I am faster than a marathon runner over a short distance. However, the old woman's footsteps were getting closer and closer. Damn it, they're way too fast! The crossroads approaching. If I go straight, I'll catch up in no time. Can I even make it around the corner at a full speed? Oh, whatever, let's kick the floor and rush into the passage on the right! I can't bend all the weight though. The wall's getting closer and closer, but what does it matter? I jumped, kicked the approaching wall, and used the force to kick to the land on the floor of the passage to the right. Instead of slowing down, I accelerated as I ran around the corner. Hi, you see, old hags? This is what we call a triangle jump, you bastards! Now that I'm running at full speed, I can't look back, but somehow I can sense what's going on behind me. Some of the old ladies at the front just kept going straight. A few of them couldn't make the turn and crash into the wall, but still 2 or 3 of them were definitely following behind. Sprinting at full speed can't last very long. It'll only be a matter of time before I run out of breath. I'll never escape them by just running. Oh, what would Nancy do in a situation like this? What would the old man do? What would the police do?
You are the police.
Kicking the door open, I dash into the room.
What do you
There it is! There's a strong ally of the police officer. Or rather should I say, say was rather than was. I entered the ducts, but not head first, but feet first. I put the vent panel back in place and looked through the bars of the panel. Old ladies came pouring into the room. They're all ladies in black, orange, and yellow kimonos. It seems the other old ladies haven't arrived yet. No, I spoke too soon. Another one just jumped in. An old woman in a blue kimono carrying a basket with a long stick-like object inside. forcefully hold my breath down, trying to hold this heavy breathing. I can't move inside the duck. If they discover me here, it's the end of my story. Apparently, these 4 old ladies have no idea I'm hiding somewhere. Without looking around, they run through the next room and out of a different door than the one I came in through. I guess the ducks are the police officer's side after all. I'm relieved that I managed to escape, but I can't stay here for long. I'm pretty narrow in here, but I think I can change direction somehow. I decided not to go back to the room, but to go through the ducts. Even so, what the hell are all those old ladies? There's no doubt about it. They're not ordinary people. There's no guarantee that I can get away with this. But for starters, I'm not running away. This was only tactical retreat. Even if I take a wrong turn, I won't retreat. That's right. Freak the retreat! Rather than retreat, let's give it a serious go! Still, when it comes to fighting those old ladies, it's certainly tough. It would have been easier if it was a one-on-one fight. The destructive power of the old woman in the gold kimono would be on par with that of an iron ball. The old woman in the light blue kimono. That's too much of a hassle. I guess the light blue old woman would be fine. That light blue old hag's jump was powerful and incredible. I didn't really see it, but even if I were to make a low estimate, she must have jumped as high as a pole vaulter. The new high jump record is nothing. The only old woman who can jump that high is the jumping old woman. Jumping Granny? At that moment, my conversation with James flashed through my mind. It's something supernatural. It is an insane plan to use an energy that has been feared in Japan since ancient times, and it is called Kai or Noroi as a weapon. They're trying to use spirits as weapons? According to the muscular guy, the organization is trying to take advantage of the supernatural phenomena. Could it be that those old ladies as well? Whether it's destructive power, jumping power, or leg strength, it's certainly a strange phenomena. Those old ladies must be the real urban legends who were captured by the organization. If that's the case, the light blue old granny is a jumping old lady, and the fast-moving yellow old lady is probably the turbo or 100-kilometer granny or something like that. The old woman with the basket on her back must be the leg seller. The long stick basket is probably a human leg. The leg-selling old woman is an old woman who appears after school on people's home, carrying a basket full of legs or large furoshiki cloth on her back. The old woman tries to sell the legs persistently, asking the children, "Do you want a leg?" If you answer yes, the legs in the cage will be forced together, leaving you with 3 legs.
Yeah, right now.
If you answer no, she'll rip one of your legs. Either way, it's going to end badly. Not the kind of old lady you want to meet.
Oh no. And then you lose both ways, technically.
I'm sure the old ladies are also old ladies from some kind of urban legend.
I mean, it's changing now.
Yeah. That's our kind of favorite.
That is so creepy.
We're about to see all versions of Turbo Granny, Chris.
All Turbo Grannies.
Did you change it, right?
Yeah.
They're probably super angry about being held captive, experimented on, and forced to do things. Or maybe they've been brainwashed and are receiving orders from those people of the organization telling them to do this and that. Either way, they're victims of the organization. Even though they are not human, they are still victims. Is this the thrilling and exciting experience I'm supposed to go through? Even though I'm witnessing the characters from a famous urban legend, I can't say that I'm happy about it.
Yeah. Who will be happy in that situation?
Yeah. I mean, Sena, prepare yourself. You're probably gonna have to suck a bunch of granny tits like in done. I'm not a psychic or a ghostbuster, so I don't know if I'd be able to communicate with them, but maybe I should try and talk to them at least once.
That is a terrible idea.
Clearly. Well, in any case, I think it's best to encounter any of these old ladies. Suddenly, my upper bodies dropped straight down. It seems that there was a vertical hole in the duck, but before I knew it, I had falling head first.
Oh no, he fell. Oh, we're back in this room.
Yeah, but it's a different room. I smashed through the duct cover, and after a few bumps, I finally landed on the floor. I covered my head with both hands, so somehow I survived. It wasn't the duck's fault. It was mine for not paying attention to where it was heading. In my mind, I'm just making excuses. Ugh, that hurts. When I stood up, I already had a bad feeling that something was going to happen because there are cases lined up on the walls of a large circular room. However, it doesn't seem to be the room where the old ladies were. The cases are empty and the acrylic glass is still intact. What exactly are they going to put here? I approach the case and check out the label on the base, which reads TK, Teki Teki.
Teki Teki.
TK. Perhaps Teki Teki. Teki Teki is an urban legend of I think it's a Japanese woman who crawls on the floor who doesn't have legs and cuts people's legs off. I remember mainly playing a game like that. It's basically like that. And Deathmark 2 did something like that too with Teki Teki, but they mixed Teki Teki with Kushisake Onna, the slit mouth woman. They mixed those two together to cut people's legs and stuff like that too.
Oh no.
So yeah. Oh yeah, and Teki Teki was also in Ghostwire Tokyo as well.
Oh.
As I was saying this, I noticed an old woman reflected in the acrylic glass. Reflexively, I roll across the floor, dodging her with a dodge roll. The old woman's fist pierces the acrylic glass and gets stuck towards the inner walls of the case. A white kimono old woman. As I stood up and confronted the old woman, I take a look at her kimono. She's the white old granny. The white granny is a little different from the other grannies I've encountered. She's calm and expressionless. The white granny struggles to pull her left arm out of the case. It just simply won't come out. With one arm bound, she can't move her body freely. Now I should be able to knock her down easily. I close the long distance in a go, aim for the white granny's left cheek, and lash out my right fist. The white granny closes her eyes, as if preparing herself for damage. No good. I can't hit someone who isn't even putting any resistance. Besides, this old woman's a victim of the organization. I wouldn't be able to face the old man if I just beat her up and call it a day. He's talking about his mentor. I stopped myself from punching her, jumped back and created some distance. The white granny opens her eyes, stunned for a moment, but then she started to struggle again, trying to pull out her left arm. She begins to slam the case with her right fist. The case will be broken soon. It's only a matter of time before the white granny's free. Listen! I have nothing to do with that organization! I don't have any intentions of harming you! I don't know why you're after me, but I don't care. I mean, you're... well, how should I put it? Free now, so go whenever you want. Damn, I can't say anything properly. I'm sure the old man would have explained it in a way that she could have understood better. Maybe it's because I'm not communicating well, or maybe it's because she didn't hear me. The old woman completely ignores my words. She only groans and tries to break free. The white granny is as expressionless as ever, but her movements are intense. Is her heart burning with anger towards the humans? I mean, being in prison and experimenting on would make anyone angry. It's natural if she hates humans. Okay, I get it. I'm a human too. I won't tell you to calm down without any sense of guilt. I sit on the floor, cross-legged, and fold my arms. Come on, do something to me. Do whatever you like. Perhaps taken aback, the old white granny stopped moving. No, perhaps it's because she no longer needs to move. And before I knew it, her left arm had come out of the case. The white granny grins and drops her hips. It's a diving thrust. It's a good technique for conveying anger. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing. It's okay to hit me, but don't lay your hands on anyone else, alright? Especially my partner, who's still wandering around here. If you hurt her, I won't forgive you for that. Partner!
She is more safe than he is, really.
True, but the fact that he still worries for her is so adorable.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, we don't know if we're in the same place still, so... Yes,
as of right now, he's still inside the building.
Yeah, but in a different section.
In a different area. Later on, he'll be out of the building.
I can press right.
Yes. I can't tell if she's listening or not, but the white granny returns to her expressionless state and was simply taking aim in the silence. Stepping forward, the white granny closes the distance and unleashes a downward straight punch. Grit your teeth, Sena. The power of an iron ball is nothing. I'm a man who doesn't die, and even if I do, I'm still a man! But the strong shock never came, no matter how much time passed. The white granny's fist has stopped at the tip of my nose. The white granny turns around and walks away from me. What on earth are you thinking? As I stood up, the old woman with her back to me speaks in a nonchalant tone. I simply listened to the persuasion of an idiot. Well, I'll be leaving you alone now.
Oh, thank goodness. We wouldn't want to die to a granny.
Right? At the same time she finishes speaking, the old woman vanishes, like as if putting out a fire. She's gone. As I stood there stunned, out of nowhere the voice of the white granny came. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. The others are not like me. Don't try to persuade them. Well, you can tell that much by looking at them. Suddenly, a creaking sound comes from above my head. I look up as if I had been bounced. The white granny? No, it's not her. That's the light blue granny, also known as Jumping Granny. Yeah! The Jumping Granny lets out a strange shriek and she drops down, trying to trample me. I quickly dodge with a dodge roll and the Jumping Granny stomp on the floor. The impact causes the floor to dent radially, but the Jumping Granny's feet didn't dig onto the floor this time. It seems like a different jump from last time. As soon as the Jumping Granny landed, she kicked the floor and flew up high into the ceiling. Yeah! Jumping back and forth, the Jumping Granny waits for the right moment to step on me. The Jumping Granny's bloodshot eyes were shining brightly, like a bloodthirsty wolf. No matter how I look at it, this old lady's way out of my league. Okay, just do as the white granny says! Seems like I can't persuade this one after all, but still, with her jumping around like that, I guess I can't fight her either. The Jumping Granny is an old lady who appears when you are driving fast on a highway or a tunnel. Apparently, she can easily jump on top of speeding cars in an incredible way and then leaves. I thought that remembering the urban legend might help, but it wouldn't be of any use, so there's only one thing to do. Tactical retreat! As I run towards the door, the Jumping Granny jumps towards me. Just as I'm about to reach the door, the Jumping Granny comes down from the sky. Ignoring the Jumping Granny, I crouch down and push forward, breaking through the door and proceed towards the hallway. The Jumping Granny, who's currently chasing me, kicks the floor of the passageway and jumps up. Whoa!
Oh, well,
Head first towards the ceiling!
That was unexpected.
The Jumping Granny gets stuck into the ceiling up to her waist, flapping her legs like a swan underwater. That's what you deserve! Just because you can fly, that doesn't mean it's always a good thing! Now stay there for a while! Slipping under my flailing feet is the other old lady, the yellow old woman. She appears dashingly. Damn it! These old hags are attacking in waves! Without further ado, I turned on my heels and took off running. I can feel the yellow granny getting closer and closer. This is bad. The yellow granny seems to be the fast runner in this passage. It's only a one-way street! There's no room for tricks here. All you can do is just keep going. The door that was visible in front of me gradually becomes larger. Just as I was about to launch a flying kick at the door, something happens. The yellow granny jumps towards my waist. It's a move of a reminiscent tackle. Caught in a tangle with the yellow granny, we crash through the door and storm into the room. We roll across the floor with a thud and stop halfway through the room. Luckily, the impact of hitting the door causes the yellow granny's tackle to come loose. Thanks for your good behavior. I immediately stood up and started running, but for some reason I'm not moving at all. Even though I'm sprinting, I'm still at the same spot. The hell's going on? A sound comes out of nowhere. It comes from the panel about a waist high in front of me. Large letters light up on the console. I read 32 kilometers per hour. It seems like the place I'm running at is the top of a speed measuring device that looks like a treadmill. That means that I wasn't even moving forward at all. Suddenly I felt a presence behind me. In a flash, she jumps over the control panel and came to the front of the speedometer. The yellow granny stands on top of the measuring device, stretching her arms towards me, and makes a mad dash move across the conveyor belt like a platform. The speed display on the console panel was 40 kilometers per hour. So you're the 40 kilometers per hour granny. Like the jumping granny, the 40 kilometers granny is the type of old lady that chases people on the road. 40 kilometers per hour sounds slow, but if you're not using a car and you're only running, they're pretty fast. You could probably set a new world record on a sprint event. Yeah! Screaming at the top of her lungs, the 40 kilometer granny continues to sprint on the speedometer. She doesn't seem to notice that we're not moving forward. Now I see. It seems like you're not a very smart granny. I feel shivers, and without warning, a chill runs down my spine. Trusting my instincts, I kick the floor and jump back. Fluffy, movement is light as a feather. I jump over the 40 kilometer granny, but then a new old hag appears. The purple one! Yeah! I get goosebumps all over my body. I know what kind of granny is this one. Her true identity is Murasaki. You're the purple old hag! I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but there's an urban legend about an old woman who dressed entirely in purple, known as the Purple Granny. She wears a purple kimono, purple lipstick, and apparently she scratches you with her long nails. But this isn't the scariest thing. Yeah! Granny Murasaki learns some martial arts like a stance. She wants a real fight. That's what I would have wanted, but here...
He's a fighting granny.
I guess. Oh, run away! I run straight towards the door. At the very least, she's slower than 40 kilometer granny. Anyways, no choice but to run. I don't know how far I ran. They haven't caught me yet, but I can't stop either. I run towards the center of the room and look back. Granny Murasaki came through the door into the room. I fled all the way here. No, I made a strategic retreat. This is the place I'm heading towards to. The organ factory. Even I look at the organs hanging from the ceiling, I still can't tell which is which. But I'm sure Murasaki Granny knows.
Why would she know?
I don't know. Hey Murasaki Granny! There's a heap of your favorite food here!
Oh, so they had this here to feed the grannies?
There are ways. Apparently Murasaki Granny... No, you can't defeat any of them, but Murasaki Granny, you can stop her with distracting with food. Disgusting food. Murasaki Granny stops chasing me and removes an organ from an IV-like bag. Apparently that's a liver. It is said that the Murasaki Granny removes your liver. I don't know what happens after that, but from what it looks like, she'll eat it. As if she didn't notice me at all, Murasaki Granny begins to munch on the liver she's holding in her hands. Gross.
Well, I still won't see her for a while.
Yeah. It's exactly what I had expected, but for some reason it doesn't feel good at all. Honestly, it's quite disgusting. She'll take a long time to eat that liver. I guess I'll retreat now. I leave the Murasaki Granny behind and the organ factory. Wow, I feel really tired.
I mean, who would? He's been running since it started.
Yeah.
I would have probably already died at the beginning.
Yeah.
We're in the bathroom, time to take a dump.
I don't think the old ladies will come here either. This is the men's restroom after all. That doesn't change anything.
Yeah. That's a rule for us humans.
Yeah. I do feel a bit uneasy leaning myself against the wall of a bathroom, so I went into the stall and sat down on the toilet seat. To be honest, I really wanted to sit on the lid, but unfortunately it's a toilet without the lid.
So it's cold.
Finally, I can take a breather. You know, like the ones in the mall. For some reason, the inside of my thigh feels warm. Is it the heated toilet seat? There's something strange about it. Something's about to happen.
There's another granny nearby.
I went from warm to hot and started to tingle. Gradually, it goes beyond just a tingling sensation. God, that hurts! As I stood up, I touched the bottom of my inner thigh and see red spots on my palm. Blood! In a panic, I turned towards the toilet where it was standing on the slope of the toilet!
Oh no!
A tiny granny!
Tiny granny.
A red granny in a blood-red kimono. It is several tens of centimeters in size. Not in ain't Sumboshi, but an Insum granny.
Oh my god. And it turns out music creepy. Like, that's the most creepiest of them all. Tiny granny, toilet.
Oh, good grief.
Oh
Next.
my goodness.
Certainly, despite its appearance, she's rather a violent old woman who breaks into houses through various cracks and has even killed people.
A tiny person.
It turns out that the urban legend wasn't a lie. For an old woman, she's holding large knives on both of her hands. There's blood on the tip of the knives.
Yes.
Oh my god! That's one aggressive tiny baby granny. Letting out a shriek, the old woman swings the knife she's holding back and forth in a direction in a threatening manner. Even though she looks small, those knives are threatening. If her artery is cut, I'm doomed. So what should I do? What would you do, Sena?
What would you do?
So look at the options. Just pick her up for now, flush her down. Flush her down!
Flush her down. We do not need a tiny granny.
I don't know what else to do, but I'll use this!
How did she even get there?
Through the gap of the toilet, I guess, through the pipes. The old woman ignores me and turns to look at the flush lever on the toilet.
Don't you dare, boy! Don't you dare! But that's one way to get rid of her granny.
The old woman's engulfed in the whirlpool of the rapid current and is swept away in an instant. I don't know how far it'll go, but for now, this should be fine.
I don't think we gotta see her anymore. She just gone. She had a much worse fate than the others.
Getting flushed in the toilet. Now she's gonna make the rats from flushed away.
Yeah.
Murder them all!
Die, rats! Okay, let's continue.
I said this to no one in particular and leave the bathroom. I guess this place isn't safe either. Well, obviously it's just a bathroom. As I was washing the blood on my hands, I noticed a large button through the mirror above the sink. Look what's gonna happen.
Oh no, another one?
No, you'll see what's gonna happen. What's that?
Ooh. Continue.
I turned around and approached the button on the far wall of the room. A fist-sized red button is housed in a slightly larger box. The front of the box had a cover to protect the buttons. Is this what they call a break and push type button? Needless to say, this is no ordinary button. On the top of the box, the words emergency button were written in large letters. Why is there an emergency button in the bathroom? The only emergency moment you'll need is when you run out of toilet paper.
Or just find a tiny granny.
Right? Should I rip open the cover and press the button to get toilet paper? I don't know.
I doubt it's for them.
I don't think it's for toilet paper though. I mean, what other emergencies could be here?
Who knows?
Maybe there's buttons like this in the other rooms too, and I just haven't noticed them until now. If they're in these rooms, it makes sense there would be one in the bathroom too. In that case, there's no need to bother pressing the bathroom's button. Just press it on another room. No, wait a minute. Those old ladies may find it before I find another button. I'm in the middle of a state of an emergency that I can't be proud of no matter where I'm at. It doesn't matter if I press it, but if I press it, will anything happen? You never know what will happen when pressing a button. Should I press it or not? Okay, so go ahead. So remember when we were playing as Natty Marie and James was taking her to the factory and there was an emergency situation? This is what happened. So then I pressed the button and it triggered the emergency. So press it.
Oh no.
My philosophy is to regret doing something rather than regret not doing it. I'll press this bastard!
I mean, after we pressed it, like, what happened afterwards? Like,
you'll see. Press! It doesn't feel like a simple press button, but I press on the button as if slamming it. See? So when James said, "Oh, the kamikaze boy did something wrong," this was it. The sounds of the alarm came and along with the toilets flashed red. Standing here in this bathroom, stunned, bathed in red light, I must look like nothing more than an idiot. Okay, clearly the situation's gotten worse. Anyway, it's time to run away! This is like letting people know where you are. I quickly left the bathroom and ran into the nearest room. It's a large room with a large device in the center.
Is that a feet? Like robot legs right there.
I don't think so. A giant flask sits on the equally large floating ring. They're both made of metal, so they look like metal. What the hell is this? Suddenly, I stepped on something. It looks like a note. The writing looks worn, crawling around. It's almost impossible to read, but apparently it said something about fuel rods. Fuel rods? I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. Next, the device doesn't seem to be working, but it looks large and important. There's a huge mark written on the front of the device. The mark has something that looks like a fan blade on a yellow background. I can't remember what kind of mark it was, but I have a feeling it's a dangerous place. Well, there's no need to stay long, huh? There's a large black circle at the wall at the end of the hall. It's a circle with the inside completely painted black. The diameter is probably about 1 meter. When I got closer, I realized that this black circle isn't actually drawn. It's not even a wall. How should I put it? It was a black, slippery thing, like a film on the surface of water. What is this?
Another one!
Something jumps out of the slimy black material and grabs both of my wrists firmly! These wrinkled arms. Old woman arms! The old woman's fingers dig into both of my wrists! I don't really know what this is, but it looks like there's a black granny on the other side of the black slippery thing. I can only see the sleeves of her kimono, but it's a black kimono. The wrist that grabbed me begins to pull me violently. The black granny's arms begin to retract into the black slippery fabric. What happened sticking out up to her shoulders now only extends down to her elbows. The black granny's trying to drag me into the slippery black space. A subspace or another dimension. I don't know what this is. I feel like I've heard an urban legend about this. Next. Oh, she's the 4 o'clock granny!
4 o'clock granny.
The story goes that at 4 p.m. an old woman appears somewhere in her school, and not only does she attack children, but she also abducts them and drags them into the afterlife or 4th dimension or something. I have no proof of this, but this black, slimy thing. If I'm pulled into the 4th dimension, I'll be pulverized and die. That's the feeling I have. I know that, and yet I'm going to let myself get dragged in? I'll drag her out! Despite that, no matter how hard I pulled, the black granny's arms weren't budging. No matter how hard I tried to pull myself, my body's still being dragged along. Should I take a gamble and kick either of her arms? No good. The moment I make a wrong move, I'll be instantly drawn in. If it was a kick to the face, she would flinch, but trying that on her arms is too risky. Damn it! Without being able to do anything, my wrists are pulled, and my fingertips enter the 4th dimension, on the verge of doing so! Suddenly, I hear a cell phone alarm. Time's up!
Oh, he got lucky.
Saying that, the 4 o'clock granny quickly lets go of my wrist. I had braced myself with all my might when I was suddenly released, and I was blown backwards and fell on my bottom. The black granny's wrist retracted into the 4th dimension, and the 4th dimension rapidly contracted like a closing whipping process. Then it disappears. What was that? Time's up? I look at my watch and it's 5 p.m. Come to think of it, the 4 o'clock granny appears at 4 p.m. It seems that it was just barely 5 o'clock.
So he just got lucky.
Yeah, leaving the room already on time, huh? What, you're a government official?
Hey, better that than getting dragged to the 4th dimension.
Yeah. And with that coming out of the way, I stand up. There's a big hole on the wall, but now the 4th dimensional space is starting to shrink. Next, it seems like the wall I was being pulled into the 4th dimension has been disintegrated into pieces. At the end of the hall, it was the familiar backyard of Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. So this is in Area 51? Well, I mean, when those old women in kimonos appeared, I had a hunch that it was still Japan. While I was hesitating, another old woman came along and passed through a hole into the backyard. This place looks familiar, but I'm not sure if I've been here before. I should have put down some kind of landmark. Oh wait, the things are back. I guess those are Trouble Grannies. The food seems to be getting closer than before. Dale. As I was thinking about this and look around, something catches my eyes. The
people just looking at you from different angles.
Yeah. What is this? Could it be that... I didn't think there'd be anything like this. Following the duct, no matter what lies ahead, I have no choice but to jump into this. A metal sliding door, just the right size for a human to fit through. Speaking of escape routes from a difficult situation, this is it. It's called the dust shooter. Beyond this hole, garbage is thrown here. Of course, towards an exit point, which means this must lead either outside or the underground. I never thought the day would come when I had to jump through this. I'm glad I became a police officer.
I always wanted to jump through a vent.
Without thinking too much, I jump into the dust shooter. But then I realized, wait, what floor am I on? Oh my god.
And that is a long fall.
I fall endlessly into the pitch darkness.
Oh my goodness.
Ah! I hit my head. I scrape my feet. Yeah! I bump my shoulders. Maybe I'm not just falling. I'm rolling, hopping, spinning around upside down. Something like that. I don't know how long this will continue, but the end suddenly came. Just when I thought the ground was starting to light up, I was thrown off somewhere. See, he's outside. Where am I? So now this is the point.
Were we at the very top of the building or something? I thought we were underground.
I have no idea, but none of the other things that James was doing with the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot had happened yet. So, because
like we're still being chased by turbo grannies.
Yeah, otherwise we would have seen the gears and stuff, but no. So yeah, it's after Sena leaves that I guess all the events on the other end took place or something. Pretty much. At the Yex. See? We're outside.
And it's nighttime still.
Yeah. I don't know where I've fallen and how I rolled my way here, but in any case, it appears I'm finally outside the front entrance of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government building. After all, having the courage did lead me to a way out. Hey! What do you have to say, old hags? I managed to get away with it! I have one weapon that you guys don't, and that's youth! I look up at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government building and shouted it out. But then I immediately regretted it.
Oh no.
The old ladies came pouring down through the windows!
Oh man, they really want to There's more people around here now. Why are you targeting Sena still?
The old ladies are back and land with a force that seems out of place for their old bodies, and I immediately run towards the street of Shinjuku.
I got killed all the other peoples too. If I'm going down, I'm taking everyone out.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. Why is White Granny there still?
That's another color Granny, but I guess it doesn't show much better. I run through Shinjuku in the twilight with a sprint that anyone's rarely seen in even detective dramas these days. I'm making mad dashes while being chased by a group of old ladies. No matter how I look at it, this is an unavoidable, abnormal situation, and yet the reaction of the people of the Tokyo was... What's that? That's so funny. Is this his popular moment?
No, of course not. That is the most weirdest thing to happen. I had crazy supernatural grannies doing crazy stunts. Oh my goodness.
Are those people? No, you must not look.
It's just something weird.
Young people these days are a real problem. So are the old. Old people are incredibly energetic, but that's why the number of pensioners hasn't decreased at all. Oh, is this a movie location or something? Is this a photo shoot? I'm not moving! I know what you mean. Just because you have permission doesn't mean you can act all big. Cold. Too cold. What is this, New York? I'm not asking anyone to help me, but at least I'm a bit more surprised! This isn't your everyday scene!
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, oh yeah, that's just normal here in Japan.
I can't believe something like this doesn't face them at all! The concrete jungle is truly frightening! Good evening! It's a big city after all! The wind's so cold! Oh, I'm already at Kabukicho! Seriously, how far have I been running?
Man, we've been running for hours.
But at least it's worth running outside and inside a building. It's not about a cityscape or anything like that. There are plenty of spaces to escape to. No, there are plenty of places to make a strategic retreat. The number of the old ladies are also gradually decreasing. I suddenly look ahead and see an old woman at the crossroads a little way ahead. It's the Midori Granny, whom I'm meeting her for the first time. Midori is green. Well, there are people who get there first like that, but there's plenty of side routes. It's easy to go around and avoid them. There's no need to go out of my way and get close to a place that's waiting for me. Head to the next alley. No, wait a minute. What kind of old hag is that green one? A crossroad means a four-way intersection. Oh, you old hag, four-way intersection! She's the old woman who appears at the four-way intersection at dusk, asking passing children their name, and if the child answers, she takes them off somewhere. She's the four-way corner granny. If I don't answer my name, I won't be taken away, but even if I don't answer, she'll see my name tag or something to find out my name, and I'll be taken away. Well, I was thinking that some kids with school bags on their backs were approaching the crossroads. Since they're children, I can't leave the four-way corner granny alone with them, but if I go on ahead, I'll get caught up in a pincer attack with the people behind me. So I guess I have no other choice but to do this.
Time to sacrifice yourself for the children.
I hold out my name tag. I'm in my police bag like a seal and shout it out to the old woman with her closed eyes. Look at this, you old hag! I'm AIZEN of the J Prefecture Police, you bastard! The four-way corner granny starts to run towards me. She knows my name and now has lock onto me. Some say that she'll take you to another dimension if she catches you. I won't let her catch me. Now let's turn around. I go to the back alleys, turn every corner and change directions repeatedly in order to escape the sight of the old ladies. I'm not the kind of person who gets lost easily just because of something like this. I know exactly where I'm at. I felt like I ran through the back alleys of the Kabukicho for some time. No matter how I look at it, this is sure of defeat. I turn around to look a little behind me. Damn it, this isn't good at all. Ah, you filthy old hags! Damn it! Damn, there's no end to this. How on earth am I supposed to escape from them? Huh? That's right! Christine! I have a reliable partner, my beloved card Christine. Christine would easily beat them to it, so let's head to the pay parking lot. But wait a sec. Chris, if by any chance you get attacked by those if by any chance I get attacked by those old ladies, I'll suffer a ridiculous amount of damage. I don't even want to get a 10 yen damage, and if I'm not careful, I could end up losing it.
I think it's a lot more better for the car to get destroyed than you.
I know. What would you do? What would you do, Sena? Your life or your cars? There's no need to ask. I already know the answer. Choice. My life's important. There are other things more important than my life.
That shouldn't even be a choice.
My life's important. No, but mira lo que va a pasar. Of course, my life's important. Even if it's my beloved car, I can't risk my life for it. We're in the middle of an emergency. I have no other choice but to get on board with Christine. Even if it means damaging it, denting the hood, or turning it completely into torn up scrap. I just can't do it! I try to force myself into thinking that this would be okay, but I just can't bear to see Christine get hurt! A car drives forward to the direction where the coin parking lot was. Am I willing to sacrifice their car for my own safety? But getting in a car seems a bit random. But a good idea! Whoa! Ahead of me, I see a car with the driver's door wide open. The driver's about to open the passenger door. Perfect for me! A girl with a big smile comes out of the passenger seat. She has a mountain of jewels and accessories. Rather than being sexy, the strong smell of her perfume suddenly fills the air. The driver's wearing a black white shirt and a black jacket with glitter. The accessories are all gold and very chunky. They give off a novel, rich vibe of someone who's made their own money during their IT boom. I know it's not my place to say this, but they should hone their senses more. Honestly, I don't care about these two. What's the matter is the car these guys are coming out of. It's the same car we had, except red. A bright red, luxurious sport car with an impressive wit. It's the same model as the blonde princess. This is the exact kind of car I wanted to drive.
What are the odds?
Police! I need to borrow your car! Without giving the noble rich couple any time to explain, I jump into the driver's seat. I close the door, fasten my seatbelt, check the rear view, and I can already see those old ladies approaching. Let's go! Time to bring you to life! Drive with all your might!
Here we go! Escaping style.
The car engine roars and it unleashes onto the road. It accelerates up with white smoke rising from the wheel spin. What's that, you old hags? Avoiding touts and trash cans, I drive through the narrow back streets and emerge onto the main road. They'll never catch up with this. This car has over 180 degrees V12 engine and 380 horsepower. Maximum torque is at 50 kilometers at 4,500 RPM. By placing the radiators on both sides of the behind doors, I'm able to create side slits that have an overwhelming presence on the road, like a cheese slicer. That means redhead in Italian, huh? There's an unfamiliar red button on the dashboard. Does this have a nitro system?
Ooh.
I've seen it in movies a lot, but this is the first time I've seen it in person. Apparently it's a pretty common modification in America. It's called nitro oxide system, or abbreviated as NOS, or otherwise called nitro, but it's different from nitroglycerin or nitromethane, which are highly explosive. By injecting nitrous oxide gas into the engine, it's possible to instantly increase the engine's displacement. I'll leave the details aside for now, but it's a terrifying special move-like device that allows you to rapidly accelerate your car with the push of a button. Well, since I'm here, I might as well give it a try on the Shudo Expressway. No, that would be kinda bad. I had completely forgotten, but I left Natty behind! I need to turn back to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government building and look for her. Huh? Suddenly, I look into the rear view mirror and see several old ladies sprinting after me, kicking up a cloud of dust.
Oh
what
my
the f*** is this? Devil May Cry music?
Yes. Those Grannies
I don't think you're gonna be able to say. Don't worry about Natty. Natty's fine. And besides, even if he were going to rescue Natty, he wouldn't be able to do so with those old ladies following him.
Yeah, like he hasn't been able to get rid of them since it started.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Next, orange, brown, silver, and gold. 4 in total. The fact that they could run fast enough to catch up with a car suggests that they're old ladies who specialize in speed. Hey, you're incredibly talented, but I'm Santa AIZEN. I'm the man loved by traffic lights. As proof of this, the traffic lights we went as if waiting for me, one after the other turning blue. I shifted up and gradually accelerated the car, while turning the steering wheel repeatedly to change direction and quickly left the old ladies chasing behind me. How about that? I can't even lose on public roads. But the only one who's dropped out was the orange granny. The remaining 3 in the rearview mirror grew bigger and bigger. The orange granny was probably at 60 or 80 kilograms. What about the other old hags? There's no doubt they're over 100 kilos. What a bunch of persistent old hags! Of course, I'm not just driving around aimlessly. I turn the wheel to the left and tall booth catches my eye, just as I expected. Huh? They have ETC, right? Even though it's a little late, I checked cautiously, and it was there. I know that I shouldn't be checking things at the last minute, but if they were being chased by fast-paced old granny, this will happen to anyone. I head towards the tall booth and dive towards the highway. It's a sharp right curve ahead, so I accelerate further and turn the steering wheel sharply to the right. The car goes through the corner with the front and rear wheels sliding. This is Japanese drifting, you bastards! It's an internal drift without using the rear brake or handbrake. It's dangerous, so amateurs should never try this at home. The old ladies who had been following closely behind me were unable to make the turn and ran straight up the road. Yeah, serves you right! If you keep going at that speed, you'll have to kick against the wall to turn! The brown granny was the only one who ran up, but the old 2 ladies, as if they heard what I said, kicked the highway pillar in front of me and went back to the road. A triangle jump? You stole my technique! Even though I'm on the highway and accelerating, I still can't get past the silver granny and the gold granny. The old ladies kept a certain distance from each other and clung closely behind. Jeez, I feel like a fighter pilot with a missile lock onto me. Even though I'm already in top gear, as soon as I ease off on the accelerator, I'll definitely get caught. Even if I'm not being chased by these old hags, at this speed, even the slightest curve could be fatal. It's impossible to maintain this speed forever. So, should I use this button now? I need a long straight line to accelerate quickly and get away from them. If I go a little further, I'll reach a place with a long straight line. After passing under the Rainbow Bridge, the final obstacle, a large right curve near Ariake Bridge, approaches. No matter what, it's going to fly out in top gear. It's downshift. It's still recklessly fast. What's more, because I had to slow down, the old ladies are now closer. They could literally jump towards me. While turning the steering wheel, I immediately released the handbrakes that I had pulled once and kicked the clutch. I'm not thinking about time at all, but my body's still reacting. Although I scraped the left rear of the guy's car, I managed to get through, shift up, and step on the accelerator. The car accelerates rapidly, but these old ladies are extremely fast. Looks like they're going to jump at me at any moment. I wanted to wait a bit more, but I have no other choice but to do it here. There's a tunnel ahead, but the road continues in a straight line. Also, the road's wide with 3 lanes on each side. There's no need to worry about the cars around me like before. Alright, let's go! I pressed the red button on the dashboard. That car's accelerated with tremendous force! Even though the sound and G-forces of acceleration spin my body against the seat, I'm able to control the car's behavior as usual! The old ladies in the rearview mirror quickly disappear. Finally, I lost sight of them completely. I managed to shake them off, but don't celebrate yet. Let's keep going through the tunnel. I speed through the tunnel at almost top speed. Left the award, and now I'm heading towards Haneda Airport. There's no sign of the old ladies chasing me anymore. What a pain.
We managed to escape them. Perhaps.
You'll see. Finally, it seems that I have completely scattered them. I downshifted it slow, and then I saw an extremely bright light in the sky to my right. The right frame of the windshield, the billboard. It overlaps with the light on the sky above, making it hard to see. Changes lanes from the far right to the center. Huh? What's that? It sure is a strange shape for an airplane. You'll see. You know what's that?
Yep.
Huh? That's weird. It's completely human-like? Unbelievable. A giant humanoid robot flies through the night sky, spurting fierce flames from the soles of its feet. The shape of the giant robots looked familiar. Between his overly protruding shoulders was his head and his forehead. It's a ginkgo leaf-like mark that glows green. What's that? What kind of giant robot is it? It's the second one.
This one?
Yes.
Well, at least he got to see it at least.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. It's the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot. He doesn't know that our girl is there though.
I mean, Marie was going crazy on her own side, so...
yeah. Next. Ha! Serves you right! So the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot is real! See, Nancy? I was right this whole time! I was right! Huh?
Oh no!
My heart pounds loudly. I see the old hag in the rearview mirror. In the moment she was running alongside the car.
So scary. That is so scary.
Hon tittar väl?
No.
Okay, next. With the golden granny in the corner of my eye, I shift up and step on the accelerator, but I can't just get away from her. With a somewhat mechanical driving sound resounding, the golden granny approaches right next to the driver's seat. The golden granny's kimono billows black smoke. Apparently the clothes are burning due to the heat caused by friction within the air.
She's on fire now.
Yeah. Finally, the golden granny lines up next to the driver. She turns her face towards me, her eyes shining red, extended her right hand like a dead tree towards me. I instantly turn the steering wheel to the right and dodge it to the right lane, just in time to avoid the golden granny's hand. With her turned towards my direction, the golden granny speeds down the center lane, punching holes in the asphalt with every step.
Oh my goodness.
Finally, I figured out the true identity of the golden granny. So the urban legend of the turbo granny was real. Perfect! Let's having another match! That is the real turbo granny. With that said, I press the button on the dashboard. The car accelerates rapidly and instantly hits the top speed. Turbo Granny has already disappeared from the side. I don't even see her in the rearview mirror. I had thought that I shook her off, but that's not the case. I notice the roof's caved in and the car starts to behave erratically and begins to spin around. It seems that the Turbo Granny has jumped on the roof. If I don't get control of the car quick, it'll roll sideways and crash into the median strip. This is truly a desperate situation. I immediately slow down and stop the spin. Normally that's what one would think, but the step I take here is... Oh, I dare you to spin it some more!
Oh my goodness, it's making it worse.
Oh my god. With my foot still on the accelerator, I turn the steering wheel into the direction of the rotation. This isn't me doing it out of desperation. This is what I have already going for. The Shiro Expressway Bayshore route from Ukishima to Daikoku is a surprisingly straight road, a familiar spot for racers. It's okay to be reckless in this place, but reckless is not a small thing at all. The car spun so fast that I can't tell which way am I going, either left or right. The overwhelming G-forces weigh heavily on my body. I don't know how long it took to rotate, but it seems I managed to pull the turbo granny off as planned. I feel the car has become lighter. I ease off the accelerator and turn the steering wheel immediately. After a while, the car stopped rolling sideways. It was almost by chance, but I managed to get myself reoriented towards the direction I'm heading. What about the turbo granny? Far on the right median strip, a cloud of dust rose up. Turbo granny seems to have been slammed towards the spot. Even though I'm far away, the car's still going at a high speed. In the blink of an eye, I passed the turbo granny. I certainly passed her in an instant, but I still saw it clearly. The turbo granny's eyes were still flashing red as she leaned against the median strip. When I shifted my gaze to the rearview mirror, turbo granny was already running after the car again. I press the accelerator button as hard as I can, but the turbo granny in the rearview mirror just keeps getting closer and closer. No good, she'll catch up with me! Uh-oh. Suddenly I hear at the outer place knock on the driver's window. I instinctively turn my head left and... Oh! The white granny was running alongside me and left the side of the driver's seat. When her eyes met, she points ahead. I looked to where she was pointing at and I was immediately startled. There's a construction zone right in front of us! I could see the signs indicating fewer lanes, arrow signs, traffic cones, and beyond them a large construction vehicle with an imposing presence! Roller! I immediately turned the steering wheel to the left and pulled the handbrake, releasing the clutch and pressed the rear brake hard enough to drop the floor. With a shriek-like sound, the car suddenly slows down, knocking over signs, traffic cones, and guard fences. The turbo granny dashes past my car in a straight line, right where my car had just been moments ago. The turbo granny, who was sprinting, crashes headfirst into the rollers of the roller park ahead. When I got out of the car, smoke was rising all around me, and out of the smoke appeared the white granny. I was so distracted by the rear view that I didn't notice. If you hadn't told me. Without listening to the end, the white granny nods vigorously. Then she disappears right before my eyes and sped off, leaving a trail of light on the highway.
Well, at least we got a little bit of help.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's over yet.
Yeah, she was the Lightspeed granny.
Oh, thank goodness she was reasonable. Else we would have been dead since the beginning.
Yep. Suddenly, I looked back at the red sports car and was completely taken aback. Even I did this myself. Wow. Needless to say, the car's completely worn out and beaten up. What a pitiful thing to do. That's when I see... something comes down and crushes the car. What the? It was the upper half of the turbo granny's body. The turbo granny's lying face down, sunk into the roof of the car, and for some reason, she doesn't seem to be covered in blood, but oil, huh? The turbo granny raises her head with a creaking sound. The skin on her right side has peeled off, revealing a metal skeleton!
So it was just robots.
Her right eye is also not a normal eyeball, but more like a small camera. The turbo granny extends her robotic right hand and gives me a thumbs up, as if acknowledging me. You. As I turn up the corners of my lips and chuckle, turbo granny finally relaxes and never moves again. But I'm still surprised. I never imagined she would be an android. It seems that the metal skeleton is covering with living cells. Skin. It would be impossible to create something like this with modern technology. If so, look at what's gonna happen. This is gonna...
What?
Out of nowhere, a white light pours down from above. Bathed in the light, the turbo granny floats in the air and is pulled up higher and higher. I followed the turbo granny with my eyes as she rose up to the sky, and what I saw ahead of her was a floating, spinning disc. UFO? It's a picture-perfect, unidentified flying object. Yo. The UFO sucks the upper half of the Turbo Granny's body, then moves sideways, collecting every last bit of Turbo Granny remains, and finally, it rises up silently in one go and disappears into the night sky. The UFO moved quickly and it all happened in the blink of an eye, leaving no trace of the Turbo Granny. All that's left is the beat-up red sports car and me, staring blankly at the sky. Charlie? Who did that? In the distance, I could hear the sirens of police cars and ambulances, and even fire trucks. What do I do in a situation like this?
Just book it.
Jamie, I have to do this.
Now's not the time to do that.
I know. Okay. Turbo Granny. What's my connection to her? I mean, what is she? Excuse me. The answer is very simple. Also, I have to move your camera. Just remind me to get it back up again. I don't want to repeat of last time. Okay. So we got completely scattered giant mouth bot and android. She's Android.
Android. Who thought was it Android?
Okay, the next is to fill the next of the blanks. Alright, let's start with Natty Marie and the connection to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot. It's a little bit of different answers, but it's the same. And here is that Sena proves that it's real.
It's real.
Really exists, you're just a man-child robot toy kabuki performer. The first one really exists. And then we got Sena Aizen's connection to the Metropolitan Government robot. It's the same answer, because he saw it himself. It really exists. I should probably get it a bit closer. Okay. Now, Mitsuko Kisaragi, where the f is she? There she is. What's her connection to James?
Hey,
old acquaintances.
Yeah.
And then James is CIA still. And then his connection to Sena is, I think it was, I don't remember. I didn't mark it. Yeah, but I wanted to make sure. Okay.
Did you put it right?
And then, yeah, I put it. The connection to Chief Director is, he sees him as a real, no, he sees him as a real warrior.
Real warrior?
Yeah, that's what James said. And then, what else do we got here? The Turbo Granny, Lightspeed Granny, this is her. So the answer she told me, but it was more like she saved him in a sense. And then the duct, I don't know why the duct has anything to do with it.
What the duct?
It's like his own path, I guess. I don't know why they added that. Don't ask me. What else am I missing? Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot. Oh, the answer is I win.
I win?
Yeah, because he was right. Fixed game, it was real. Yeah, it's the first one.
Hey, the choices are almost the same.
Yeah. Well, yeah, almost.
And that's the end.
Turbo Granny was an android. It's not insubstantial like a ghost, nor is it a moving corpse like a zombie. But I saw it with my own eyes. The robotic side of it. I'll even illustrate it to them. There's no doubt about it. The Turbo Granny is an android.
You got it right. Wow, you're so smart.
I should probably put your face cam back now.
Oh yeah, the camera right.
Yeah, you got the answer right. So why are you so far away, goddammit? Okay, there we go. The Turbo Granny was created by some kind of alien organization, so it was an android. This is a man's dream in it for itself. Maybe not just the Turbo Granny, but the other Grannies were androids too. If that's the case, then the so-called urban legend of the old ladies are simply just creations of the organization. In a sense, all those urban legends were lies. Makes me feel a bit disappointed, or maybe a little empty. But the Lightspeed Granny helped me. If she's an android from the organization, that seems a bit odd. Nah, she was just a spirit herself.
She was the real deal.
Maybe she was the only one who was real. I'm sure there's some kind of supernatural phenomenon at hand here. Speaking of which, I completely forgot about it because of all this mess, but I also saw the robot in the Tokyo Metropolitan Government building. A lot of odd things happen, but this was a great recreational trip. Well, even if I told her about my journey, Natsu wouldn't probably believe this. Huh? Yeah, I completely forgot about Nancy!
Oh no, again.
What the hell? We just put in waste at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building! Where is she now? I don't understand this! There's no way she could understand this! I completely left Nancy behind! I'm no longer fit to be her partner! I'm no longer fit to be a police officer! Don't worry, she's saved, dude.
We know.
And this is a little flashback scene.
Flashback.
Hey, old man. Do guys like me deserve a second chance? I don't know. But there's a saying. Life is a chance, but the opportunities are not. Isn't that a meaningful saying? I don't know what that saying means. Then you should at least read Shinma. But you only live once, but you only get one chance, right? It's a very straightforward statement, but it really resonates with me. Come on now, don't praise me like that. Why? Is the old man embarrassed? To be honest, those were just my words. I just thought about it. Oh, really? I was impressed for a moment, but I guess I was wrong. Well, it's no wonder a clumsy guy like you missed the first chance. Sorry for being clumsy. But I knew from the moment I met you that you're not the kind of guy to turn down second chances. Oh man. Yeah, the old man was killed by the headless rider. And we're back. We didn't get the scene, but we're back. A dream? Huh? What was I doing? Alright, time to check the Urban Legends message board. This post says, a man hit the median strip and lost his right leg below the knee, but continues to ride his motorcycle about 2 kilometers. Once again, this urban legend has been rekindled. The man was in so much pain from the touch that he didn't even realize that his leg had been amputated below the knee. The hell, you've got a neck? I mean, here we go again. I couldn't help but comment, though I'm not sure what I meant by saying here we go again. It says the first time I've seen this post, but at the same time it doesn't feel like the first time. I mean, the other posts are the same. For some reason it feels like I've seen all of this before. Is this page repository of past logs or something? It's full of stories I've heard before. No, this can't be. This is clearly the latest page. Oh well, I was just half asleep. See? I even have an auditory hallucination of the sound of the black telephone ringing. That's proof that I'm not thinking clearly. Or maybe it's the same ghost that always shows up. This is Marie from G Prefectural's Police Tokuso. The fact that Natty answered the phone meant that it wasn't an auditory hallucination or a ghost. The person on the other end was probably the chief director, as usual. A recreational trip? Oh no, look at her face. Oh,
it says it all.
A recreational trip? It's not really a word to be scared of, but Natty's visibly shaken. The way Natty's acting makes absolutely no sense. What's the upsetting element? Is there really a need to be so wary of a recreational trip to Shinjuku? Huh? Why did I just think about Shinjuku? Something's wrong. I've never been to a recreational trip before, but I feel like something similar has happened before. Deja vu? Perhaps I was thinking too much about it and was going to let it go. But the chief seems to be pressing Natty after she refused to go on a recreational trip. Natty has a serious look on her face, and I could see her visibly sweating. Something's clearly wrong. Something's going on. I feel the same as well. Before I knew it, I had my fist clenched tightly. When I opened my hands, my palms were drenched in sweat. My heart was beating like an alarm bell. Something inside me is telling me that we shouldn't agree to go to this recreational trip. I don't know why, but things for sure. If we agree, something crazy will happen. Oh yeah, for sure. But that's not all. I feel like we're going to make a crucial mistake. It's hard to put into words, but I felt like this right here is the second chance. The destination is Shinjuku and we leave today. The hotel's already been booked and we're responsible for all travel expenses. The travel itinerary has already been prepared in the hotel room, correct? Those are some subtle points. It doesn't sound like a bad condition for a recreational trip, but it's no good. Natty, please refuse. Chief Director, I know this may sound rude, but I'd like to say something. We absolutely refuse! With that, Natty hangs up the phone. Oh my god, here we go again. Natty, I'm glad you turned it down. I don't really know what's going on, but I know it's dangerous. Natty. When Natty turns to face me, I nodded silently, and she nods in return. Natty must have also felt that crisis that she can't explain well. But the crisis was averted. I somehow felt that the second chance was taken into consideration. Suddenly something crosses my mind. A recreational trip to something that has no particular connection. I myself have no idea why, but I couldn't help but confirm it with Natty. Hey Natty. Hey Sena. My voice overlaps with Natty's, but I kept going without worrying about it. You know what the Turbo Granny is? Do you know what the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot is? Ah! Here we go again. Now we got a different extra scene at the end. Somewhere at the Chubu Central International Airport. This is for the final chapter. Beautiful stars and a full moon were floating behind the windows covering the entire wall. The departures lobby crowded with foreign tourists on their way home. There were Asian people who look almost the same as Japanese people. Amongst them, one pair of people caught my eye the most. A godlike handsome blonde man and a young girl dressed in gothic lalala outfit who was with him. So noisy. It looks like oil paint's been dropped on the white canvas. The two of them are clearly foreigners in this place. But no one seems interested in them. Far from being of interest, they are not even noticed by anyone. No one bumps into the two of them as they stand in the middle of the lobby. Not one even comes close to them. Even the careless and unruly tourist groups avoid them. Without doing anything, the two of them cut through the crowd. The flow of people passing by near parts in front of and behind the two of them, like the seas part before the great prophet. What's the matter, Lisa? The girl answers as she hands the man her airline ticket. The plane's going to crash. I see. So it's already been rewinded. The man who receives the plane ticket gracefully turns around. No other choice? Cancel our flights? Do I have to tell you? The girl asks as she follows the man. Who would believe us if I told them that the destination of the plane we're about to board is the afterlife? He asks, but he doesn't seem to want an answer. This is fate. No one can defy God. Except for you. The man turns and smiles at the girl. His smile was so gentle and calm that it's hard to believe what he's talking about, death.
And that's the ending scene.
Yes. Well, there are some extra scenes that we're about to see soon.
Dun, dun.
We did it. That was a lot shorter than expected. First extra scene that we're gonna be watching is Sena. What was Sena doing after he had left our girl in the hotel and he went to the car, Christine?
Oh.
So yeah. So let's start watching. Hey, Christine! Christine! Sorry to keep you waiting. Are you alright? When I left the hotel in Kabukicho and returned to the parking lot, I saw Christine's brave figure and I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. It's not scratched, there's no birch droppings on it, and no sticky fingers on it. I checked thoroughly and she's okay. No problem with Christine at all. She still looks beautiful.
Beautiful Christine.
Passerby, who's that guy? Should we report him? I was so concerned about Christine that I didn't even realize several people were looking at me suspiciously. What the heck are they complaining about? Huh? When I glared at them, they retreated with shame. What a bunch of spineless people. No. This is a typical punk behavior. I'm a detective now, so I shouldn't be glaring at ordinary people. Mirror, mirror. Now that I thoroughly checked the mirror, what should I do now? I made up all sorts of excuses to leave, though honestly I was worried about Christine. But I don't have anywhere else to go. Guess I'll spend the night inside the car. Oh well, that's fine. I'm going to get used to sleeping in my car, Christine. So tonight I'll sleep while looking at the Kabukicho sky. Master? Whoa! That's his butler, Akira. Which I already told you the story about Sena being a rich motherfucker.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, it's you, old man. I thought it was those guys. I scared them away earlier who came to pick a fight. Such a thing again. The head of the Aizen family is behaving in such a shameless manner. Oh no, looks like a sermon's about to begin. Yeah, I know. I reflected on that point earlier. Give me a break already. This isn't about being the head of the family or anything. I just reflected on my actions as a detective. I understand. By the way, Master, why are you out here at the parking lot at this time? Oh, then I had to go back in this extra scenes. Oh, that is... Well, I'm on a recreational trip with Tokuso right now. Alright, I should be the one asking you this. Why are you here in Shinjuku? It was so natural that I didn't notice, but this isn't G Prefecture. What do you mean? If you get into any trouble, I am prepared If you get in any trouble, I am prepared to rush to your aid, even if I had to go to the other side of the world. Well, he is an old man after all. To be honest, even if I was on a different planet, it would be a bit scary if he suddenly appeared. He always shows up everywhere. Never mind. So I came to Shinjuku on a recreational trip, but you know, I started to get worried about Christine. I'm not gonna tell the old man that me and Natty gotta share a room in the hotel of Kabukicho and ran out in a panic. It's a bit embarrassing for me to say that. I think he has powers because I think he can read minds because he says this. I understand the situation. You got a shared room with Lady Marie, and you just couldn't keep your cool, so you came running over here.
I knew it.
You obviously know the situation. Actually, if you knew about it, why didn't you just ask? Well, he's an old man after all, but somehow I'm starting to feel like like anything's possible with him. If that's the case, why not stay at the AIZEN Corporation Hotel nearby? There's one here? Well, when I think about it, it's obvious. Even though the AIZEN family is based in G Prefecture, the AIZEN Corporation economic base is still likely in Tokyo. In Tokyo, I'll find the same convenience store every few steps, so it's no surprise that the AIZEN Corporation hotels are sprouting up like bamboo shoots. By the way, the AIZEN Corporation is what you might call a large company run by my family. That's right. Besides, it's such a shabby hotel, the recreational trip's ruined. Would you like me to call Lady Marie as well? Well, honestly, relying on the power of the AIZEN Corporation would make me feel like I've been defeated. I am indeed the heir to the AIZEN Corporation, but because of things that happened in my past, I'm reluctant to use that kind of power. Long story short, my parents passed away and there was a bitter family feud over who would be my guardian. I could no longer trust anyone, so I joined a gang and lived a rough life. But thanks to the old man, I was able to get back to a normal life. The other old man, the mentor. I just can't accept the idea of someone like me using the power of the AIZEN Corporation. I can't help but feel that if I use it, I'll end up like my relatives. Master, as your butler, I cannot allow you to neglect your appearance. Regardless of where you'll be staying, please at least take a bath. You must be tired from the long drive. But the old man is adamant. Once things get to this point, unless we make some concession, we won't go forward. Okay, but don't tell Natty. I'll just take a bath and stay at Christine's. Her. No, not just her. But the people in G Prefectural Police don't know anything about the AIZEN family. No, I think I had to go through a background check when I became a police officer. The higher-ups probably know, but Natty isn't even the high-up. It's not that I don't trust Natty, but the unpleasant things that happened in my childhood have stuck with me till this day. When it comes to the AIZEN Corporation, the less people know, the better. Understood. Then I will look after Christine while you take a bath. I asked the old man for the nearest hotel and decided to go there and take a bath. So he just went to take a shower at a hotel, a different hotel. Whew, it's warm, really warm, super warm. The old man was right. I really was tired after that long journey. I feel refreshed now. Even though it's closed, I'll still be walking down the dark street at night. I soaked in the bath for a long time so the water shouldn't be too cold. And I feel refreshed. Welcome back, Master! Hey, old man. Did anything strange happen while I was away? Yes, a police officer came to question me, but I explained the situation and he left. Oh, so a policeman came. Well, I'm a police officer too. Of course, if someone saw an old man standing alone in the parking lot at night, the police would definitely question him, even on duty. Other than that, nothing else happened. Christine doesn't have a single scratch on her. I see. Thank you. You must be tired, old man. Please go take a bath and relax yourself. But Master, I can't leave you alone in the police like this. Don't worry, I'm a police officer. If someone attacks me, I'll fight back and arrest him. I don't want to burden the old man so much, so I'll ask him to leave for now. I understand. Have a nice trip, Master. Crap. Maybe it's because I took the bath, but I suddenly feel sleepy. That's right. I better get to sleep. Let's go, Christine. Let's spend a long night together.
It makes it sound so weird.
I know, right?
Oh, Christine.
He's so obsessed with his poor Christine. But I guess that's basically what happened.
So you're gonna do them all?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
this is when he was in the command center by himself, right?
Yeah, but okay, so we're playing as James now, and this is after the experience with Sena, and before Natty came into the room. This is between it.
Okay.
So yeah, this was after he had also spoken with the professor and all of that, but it's also before Natty came into the room. He was a truly outrageous kamikaze boy. I am a CIA agent going by the pseudonym James. I've infiltrated the Tokyo Metropolitan Government building to destroy the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot. I've already met the police officer Shin AIZEN. He's a detective who belongs to G Prefecture Police Tokuso unit, and after hearing about my terrorist threat, he came here with his partner, Natty Marie. However, I witnessed a shocking truth that I could not bear to hear. This is gonna be funny too, by the way. To my surprise, the famous MITSUKO KISARAGI works as the head of the crime lab in G Prefectural Police. Speaking of Mitsuko Kisaragi, she's a celebrity among us all. In a bad way, of course. And I have the experience at first hand. The witch's not someone you win over as an ally. What is the chief of the G Prefectural Police thinking? They say fight fire with fire, fight thieves with thieves, but does he really think he can control something that can be far more terrifying than our enemies? I open a hotline from my communication terminal, a direct line to him that only select few know about. What the? This is sudden. Is it true that Mitsuko Kisaragi is with the G Prefectural Police? No need for unnecessary greetings. Let's get straight to the point. I spoke to her on the phone, so there's no mistake, but I had to double check because I can't admit this is true. Yes, it's true, but what about it? How carefree! You know how terrifying that witch can be! I know that. Are you frightened that she might become your enemy, right? That's true, but do you really think you can get that witch to be on your side? She may be his ally now, but she may change her mind and take sides at any time, and important information becomes your enemies. Don't you think you're underestimating her character a little too much? She's not the type to side with them. What did he say? Could it be that she has come around with me without me knowing? Ah, mira esto. Suddenly, another call from my communication device came. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't want to know. But it could also be a message about the mission. I couldn't help but see. I cautiously checked the name of the person calling. Oh God! Why must put me in such trials? The name says MITSUKO KISARAGI! I don't want to answer, but if I don't, I'll be in bigger trouble later. It's better to answer now. I give up and decided prioritizing answering her. Hello? Who's the person who changes their mind so frequently? A rotten B-word in her late 40s who you're afraid to have as an enemy? I didn't go that far. In fact, how did she even hear the conversation we were just having now? This lie is the pinnacle of a CIA technology. Eavesdropping, tapping, etc. can't be possible. It would be extremely difficult. Well, if she has psychic powers, I'm sure she has clairvoyance power. I don't know how she did, but MITSUKO KISARAGI managed to do it. I see. I'll just declare right here. Right now, I have no intentions of joining them. So there's no need to worry about something that will never happen. Okay? Understand? Yes. But I will say that my feelings were hurt by those harsh words by a bad person. So I'll add one more request. Witch is a witch. There's no way she mellowed out. And so, through a somewhat forceful contract with the witch, in addition to being forced to do the promise with AIZEN, I am also forced to promise to not be violent towards Natty Marie.
And that is why he was so
terrified. Now we're playing as MITSUKO KISARAGI in the last extra. And this scene is before the call with Sena. Natty, Sena, I came to play. Or so I thought, but there's no one here. Did they leave the doors open?
I mean, they do leave their doors open in every place, I guess.
Maybe they received some kind of sudden special mission? However, there's currently no incidents going on in G Prefecture that would warrant a special mission being sent to Tokuso. Fortunate for everyone else, but for them it's unfortunate. They're struggling with boredom. In that case, I wonder if they went out for personal reasons. Or did something happen that they can't stay here anymore? Or they might be in danger. Let's explore a little bit. Abracadabra, can you tell me where Natty and Sena are right now? Well, I don't have to chant a spell every time, but it does get me in a good mood. Let's see. It seems they're not in G Prefecture. A Prefecture, not there, it's further away. They're in Tokyo? Looks like they're somewhere around Shinjuku. What does that mean? Thinking that, I took a closer look around the desk, found information about Shinjuku scattered all over the place, which appears to have been printed out from the internet. It looks like they printed whatever they could find, like they suddenly decided to go and do some quick research. Oh my, is this a date? A date? Moreover, this information seems to be about a place to stay. Does this mean they're staying overnight? Yeah, un poquito fresca también, so. She likes to provoke men. Oh, I thought this would take a long time given Sena's personality, but it seems they finally made progress before I even found out. I was hoping things would be calm, but I sensed something bad happening in Tokyo. Muscle briefs. Foreigner. Oh, perhaps it's... I don't know, you keep changing your code name, so I don't know what to call you. That's okay, he's right in front of Sena, so maybe I should ask him directly. The call you're making is currently in an area with no signal. Okay, well that's within expectation. But he knows it's impossible to escape my grasp, even in the afterlife. No, open sesame. Yes, now my communications are immune to jamming, so once again, let's call Sena. Hello? Come now, Sena, you shouldn't make a woman wait that long. What the? Professor? What a wonderful greeting. I'm a bit busy right now. Is there something you need? Hey, have you met any muscular Americans? Yeah, he's right in front of me, exuding murderous intent from his briefcase. How do you know? You have like an X-ray visions, you witch? I'll leave that up to your imagination, but could you please let me speak with him for a moment? We're old acquaintances. Now, how should I tinker with this? I lick my lips and wait for the phone to be answered. Oh my god. Who is this? I'm tired, but the negotiations are complete! So, his current codename is James. I mean, it seems like he's just giving random answers to Sena, but oh well, James will do. He's a very understanding and helpful person. After all, virtue is important. I do think so myself. But when he said, yes ma'am, I did think about killing him. Well, with this, Sena will no longer fall into the clutches of those muscle briefs. Anyways, after all that fun, I do feel thirsty. No one's here, so I think I'll go back to the forensic lab and have some tea. Huh? James is making another call. It's the scene we just watched with James. Oh, it's addressed to our chief director. He can say whatever he wants. The chief director understands well enough. Okay, he's pissing me off, so I'm going to bully James one more time. As I fiddle with my cell phone, I chant the magic spells once again. Open sesame! And that's when she called him during that James extra scene. Anyways, well, that is pretty much it for the chapter of the Turbo Granny and, well, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government robot. And this is our last episode with our guest, Chris. Cobramiko. So, what do you think?
It was very fun. The Turbo Granny was the best one of the whole chapter.
Yeah, and there were different versions.
Indeed. Yeah. Well, we found out they were all, well, androids. Yeah,
and I think James is an android too then, because he did mention his... I thought he was an alien, but it's more like an android.
I mean, did he teleport us? Because why did he lose his skin then?
I have no clue about that, but I guess he just simply teleported and maybe wanted to confuse Sena on purpose. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode. The final chapter is going to be, if I remember the urban legend, is The Girl Under the Stars. And it's going to be the final chapter where, you know, the team has to work hard, even enemies and frenemies and whatever. They'll have to work together since something in G Prefecture is causing children to unalive themselves. They don't know what it is, but they want to try to do everything in their power to do so. And the girl Lise plays an important key role in that aspect. So anyways, yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you really did enjoy it, drop the like button. It really helps out a lot. If you're not subscribed to the channel, would appreciate if you do. Also leave your comments and your thoughts on this video or anything in general. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode of Shin Hayarigami 2. We love you all. We appreciate you, and we'll be seeing you on the next episode. Goodbye.